Hello fellow travelers! Today I'm going to talk about the hurricane season for the Dominican Republic. The Atlantic hurricane season begins on June 1st and runs through November 30th of each year. The US Weather Service closely follows the Atlantic hurricane season, and it is very simple. It's because it often affects the eastern portion of the United States, sometimes also the Gulf Coast. So we benefit in the Caribbean from those professionals following the Atlantic hurricane season. And you can closely watch any systems that can approach the Dominican Republic because those professional services closely follow and monitor each system during the hurricane season. The systems that can affect the Dominican Republic during hurricane season are tropical waves. They bring with them local rains. They exit the African coast and travel from east to west and affect the Caribbean countries, the Dominican Republic being one of them. They don't have any rotation and wind is very minimal. Tropical depressions. These systems form from tropical waves that have a low pressure system attached to them. They have some rotation, they bring heavy rain to localized areas and gusty winds up to 39 miles per hour of sustained winds with higher gusts. Tropical storms. These are better organized and stronger tropical depressions. The wind increases from 39 miles per hour up to 72 miles per hour. You can expect moderate wind with heavy rainfall if a tropical storm affects the Dominican Republic at any given time. Finally, hurricanes. They are more organized systems that bring with them heavy rain and heavy wind. They are divided into 5 categories. Category 1 storms cause damages that are classified as minimal, with winds between 74 and 95 miles per hour. Category 2, moderate damage and winds between 96 and 110 miles per hour. Category 3, damages continue to become more significant. These storms can reach winds between 111 and 130 miles per hour. Category 3 hurricanes cause extensive damage. Category 4 hurricanes leave extreme damage in their wake, reaching winds from 131 to 155 miles per hour. Finally, Category 5 hurricanes top the scale in terms of high winds, reaching 156 miles per hour and higher, and creating catastrophic damage. Devastating hurricanes are given an extreme deal of media coverage, giving the wrong impressions that these strong storms are very common in the Dominican Republic, which is not the case. In fact, the DR is affected by minor hurricanes to tropical storms and tropical depressions way more often than strong hurricanes. While hurricane season lasts from June 1st until November 30th, the peak of the hurricane season ranges from August to September, and mid-September is the highest peak of formation of tropical systems. Now, these tropical systems don't necessarily threaten the Dominican Republic or any of its parts. So it can go below the DR, above the DR, affecting Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, even Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba. We are in the natural path of the hurricanes during hurricane season, but it's not very common that a direct hit from a hurricane is the case in each hurricane season. In fact, here in Santo Domingo, the last big storm to hit was Hurricane Georges back in 1998. Now in Punta Cana, there hasn't been really a direct hit for quite a while, but Hurricane Maria and Irma that hit Puerto Rico directly did skirt the eastern tip of the Dominican Republic, which is where Punta Cana is, and it brought about heavy rains, heavy winds. Now, here in DR, edifications and buildings are made from cement and concrete, so buildings here, that includes Airbnbs and hotels, are very safe. The weak points in those buildings being windows and doors that you should keep away from. Now I'm going to show you some graphics that depict the typical routes these systems take depending on each month of the hurricane season. This is June, July, August, September, which is the peak of the hurricane season and brings the systems closer to the Caribbean, October, and November. Now, should you come during hurricane season, I find it silly to block out 6 months out of the year, which is the length of the hurricane season, to visit a country. So if you're not coming from June to September to November, that would leave, it's a big chunk of dates that you're blocking out of the calendar of possible visit to the DR. Now, if you want to be extra safe, you can block August and September, which are the highest activity months during hurricane season. I personally wouldn't rule out any dates. I would keep a close eye on storm formation before my visit and during my visit. Remember that United States Weather Services are paying close attention during hurricane season, and they issue bulletins, informative bulletins about the precise location and forecast of the track of these systems. So before you come, you keep an eye on the weather, the tropical updates, and during your visit, do not disconnect from this information. Keep visiting their website. You can visit the Weather Channel, Weather Underground. They will keep you informed of any systems that may form in the Atlantic and that may affect the Caribbean and the Dominican Republic directly. Now remember, if you're in Punta Cana and the hurricane will affect Santo Domingo or the western part of the country, it will not affect you directly. So the track will dictate greatly on the impact of each storm that you will feel, for instance, in Punta Cana. So even if a hurricane affects some part of the DR, you might not even feel it in Punta Cana, which is in the eastern tip of the country, or you might feel some light breeze or even rain. I would also purchase travel insurance that covers hurricanes or weather-related issues if you're visiting the country during hurricane season. What can you expect if a hurricane hits and you are here in the DR? You can expect to be evacuated, either within your hotel to another room or a special building like a restaurant with no windows or something like that, the casino maybe, or you may even be evacuated to another location altogether, depending on the location of your hotel and the track and strength of any hurricane that might impact the DR. After the hurricane hits and passes your area, you can expect fallen trees, signs, unusable pools and beaches for a few days, debris all over, a huge cleaning operation by the hotel and the surrounding government of that locality. You can expect telephone lines to go down, so telephone service might be down for a few days, roads to be blocked, flights to be delayed, flights to be canceled for a few days. You may experience also cell phone and internet intermittency, or even a few days down, no internet service, no cell phone service because of fallen telephone and internet lines. A powerful hurricane is less likely to hit the DR in any given year, but of course it can happen. It only takes one. So be prepared, come prepared. If you want to avoid high peak hurricane season, that would be from August to September, mid-September being the highest activity point in the entire hurricane season. More likely, your biggest worry during your vacation would be heavy rain associated with a tropical depression or even a tropical storm that you can weather in any hotel room, in any Airbnb made out of concrete. You will be fine even if a minimal hurricane, Category 1 hurricane hits the country. Be advised that Category 2 upwards are strong storms, and I would advise you, if you can, maybe even leave the country if you're here, if the track is certain to be over your location. So just keep track of the systems. And if you found this video helpful, please give a like and subscribe to this channel for more information about the Dominican Republic and Punta Cana. Happy trails!